What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon. The channel is 540 Flips. Happy Tuesday. It is August 8th. Checking in at 3:36 p.m. this evening. Going to go over and I'm going to piece together. It's going to be over the course of a few days. And then I'll roll this video out and kind of piece it together on a what sold for the week. That way we can keep the what solds rolling. I'll just show you guys. And I'll tell you like at what point of the day we're at, because some days I might do it maybe middle of the day. Some I might do it in the evening, depending on like how many sales it is, or you know, if I can get stuff shipped out that day or what have you. But anyway, first want to say thank you to everybody. I have seen the new subscribers. Very, very appreciative. If you're not already and you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy the content, I know it's not always the most entertaining. I know that. I'm trying to get better, but you know, behind the camera, this is a little bit different for me. My other channel, it was just talking about sports cards, or I would go live and answer questions, grading videos, that sort of thing. So this is a bit of a different kind of I don't know, niche or genre for me. But I do really enjoy reselling. I enjoy going out finding, you know, treasure hunting, finding the items, whether it's even at an estate sale, a thrift store, a garage sale, whatever. It's a blast. Obviously hearing that cha-ching is awesome, gets you excited. But the people that we've met so far along the way, they've been pretty awesome too. And it's a nice change of pace. A lot of, and I know it probably happens in reselling too, but I just like to have fun, and the YouTube stuff is kind of just for enjoyment. So hope you guys enjoy it as well. I do want to, again, I'm not going to ever be able to say it enough, but huge shout out to Caleb and Chris. Please go check them out. The Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast. They put up the video today. It is a full-length video, kind of a what took place at the Picking the Plateau meetup that they put on. Had an amazing time. Go check the video out. You can see it was a lot of fun. People were really enjoying themselves. I did have to make a joke. I commented on the video, and I also told my wife even before I commented. She wasn't expecting to go up. She thought I was just going to go up, because if you notice, she doesn't really get on camera much or anything like that. I don't know where she got the shyness from, because she is the most outgoing, vocal people person that I probably know. You know, we go to sales and she will stand there and just talk to the people. It's almost, she could say the same story every sale, but she will talk to the folks, and just very personable, and you know, very she likes to talk to people and get to know people. But when we went up, I didn't realize it until watching the video. She had a microphone in her hand and she never said anything. So I was like, why was I the only one that talked? And I commented on there, I was like, you know, next time she's got to talk, because that's the only time that I think I've ever talked more than she has. So all in good fun, all jokes aside, it was a great time. But it did surprise me that she didn't say anything. And if you watch the video, it wasn't me, like, trust me, she can talk anytime she wants. She knows that. But anyway, it was funny to me. So I got some numbers. I know people like to see the numbers. So here is what we got going out today. Just a small, easy stack, which is I really enjoy, especially after yesterday. Man, that was a marathon yesterday. But today we got 6 items for $191.22. And I want to talk about 2 of these items here, because it's pretty cool how things have progressed for me. All of last year, I sold sports cards. That's been my niche, my enjoyment, my hobby for years and years and years. But last year, I was specifically just sports cards. That was my income. That's what I supported the bills with. And then this year I decided to get into the reselling. I've explained this, because then it allowed sports cars to become a hobby again. And it's pretty cool because I actually have some numbers here that kind of reiterate what I've talked about with reselling and the margins and all of that versus sports cards and the smaller margins. You can make money on them. In fact, sports cards still, even though I don't list as many as I used to, they're still my number one category for sales. Dollar amount, everything for a specific category. But anyway, I've sold 662 cards this year for an average sale price of $10.61. So when somebody asks me like what my average sale price is, I always like to preface, I do sell a lot of low-end sports cards. So my average sale price is drugged down by those sales. Now, the beauty of that is I can take that money and continue enjoying my hobby, and I don't have to feel guilty of that because I'm selling other things to make the money to support the bills. So that was a big thing I struggled with last year. My hobby, I didn't enjoy it as much. I kind of felt guilty if I bought a card because I felt like, hey, I'm supposed to be selling this stuff. Why am I buying? So anyway, enough of that. But to put into perspective, I've sold 117 hats, used hats, right? And those have averaged $24.31 on an average sale price. Now you think about that a second. A sports card, a collectible, a huge market out there. $10.61 average sale price. Used ball caps, stuff that I mostly source from like the Goodwill bins, right? Or going out to yard sales and picking them up for $1 a piece or whatever. Average sale price, $24.31. Nearly 2.5 times what I'm getting on an average sale price for a used hat than I am a sports card. So I'm not knocking sports cards at all. I love them, and I'm still going to sell them. I got tons and tons and tons of cards that I still need to list. But it amazes me just how much something as simple as a hat, a used hat, can actually bring to the table, right? You figure $25, $107, and that I got tons of hats that I need to list too. I don't list them all at once. I use hats for when I'm like not feeling like I need stuff to list, but I don't feel like diving deep into video games and having to test and all that stuff. I'll do some hats and mix those in there. So but anyway, but then the other thing I want to talk about is the die cast stuff. I do have another one here that's sold. That was the buy I got. I did the video on it. Y'all seen the deal, $350 on all those die cast. I went back to June 1st. So from June 1st till today, August 8th, I pulled up my numbers on that. Now, obviously, this is before shipping and fees and all that stuff. So this isn't what I've made on it, but it gives you an idea. Let's say even half of this is what I've made, which it's probably more like, I don't know, 75% maybe. I don't know the exact number. I'd have to go through and look at all of it. But 29 sales on the diecast cars for $1608.99, an average sale price of $48.76. Now, in the last video, I talked about the buy costs and how it varies and everything else. And this is a perfect example. On these cars, I'm into them. I think it was $3 and some change is what it ended up being, because I think it was 98 total pieces in the deal, and it wound up, I paid $350. I counted the cars up. Y'all seen it in the video. But the guy started tossing other stuff in. I think he just really wanted to get rid of stuff. And so when we got done, got back, started tallying everything, I counted it up. It was 98 pieces that I wound up with. So 98 pieces for $350. Probably like $370 or something like that. Just off the top of my head, I'm quick mathing it. average sale or average buy cost, and my average sale price is $48.76. Now, most of these I'm gonna say I have like $14 shipping on, so we'll cut that down to like $34, and then you take out your fees and all that stuff. So let's take out, like, let's say it's $30 and we take out another 10. That's still $20 a car that I'm into under $4. So not bad at all, and very, very, very glad that I was able to get those. I still have, I've sold 29. I still have 69 pieces left to sell. I do know there's 4 pieces right now that I have listed that are at like $200 a piece. So anyway, enough chit chat. Wanted to just thank the guys over at the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast. Go check out the video, see the fun that happened at the meetup. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully I don't let you guys down and you enjoy the content. But let's get into what sold. So 6 items, $191.22. We will start it out with this right here. This is an old school Ocean Pacific, really nice shirt, single stitch. This was picked up at the Route 29 sale earlier this year. It was at the church sale, first sale we hit when we got down there. Bought this, I believe they were $0.25. I did show that in the video too. Well into the profit, because I picked up that Kawasaki shirt that sold for like 60 or 70 bucks out of that same box. But this one here, not quite as good, but it did do $20 plus shipping on that one. This is a card here, Don Russ Elite. Face to face is a Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher. It is numbered out of 1,000. And it sold for $2. I think a Ray Lewis Brian Urlacher should be worth more. Really nice card there, but $2 plus shipping. Next is, it's on an Emo Bug tag, a little Metallica 3/4 sleeve. I don't believe it was vintage, but that did $14.99 plus shipping. Next up is the Dale Earnhardt Wrangler. This is another one of those Chevy dualies with the trailer, a little 1/64 scale action on that. That one did $39.99 plus shipping. Next up is a PlayStation 4 wireless controller. This is the red camo. I actually got a Glacier White from a yard sale like 2 weeks ago that I paid probably 50 cents for. Brought it home. It did charge. It does power on, but the left joystick has a little tracking problem. We only use the PS4 to stream like HBO Max, Netflix, that sort of stuff. So because of the tracking issue, I decided to sell the red camo controller that we already have. That is basically brand new, because that's all it's been used for, is to control the apps and stuff, the video apps on the PS4. There's never been any games played with it. But anyway, enough of that. $29.99 plus shipping on that one. And then the next up, this is a crazy sale, because I bought this just because I knew it was cheap, and I didn't really even know what it like what the little saying and stuff was on it. I looked here. It's the Deneen Pottery Company coffee mug, and it says Directorate for Counterintelligence. It has a little owl there. I didn't know what the heck this was, but doing some research, I believe the estate sale that this came from might have been the house of the Director of Counterintelligence for the U.S. government, and this must have been something that she got as a gift or something. I don't know. But researching, it was from that area that I went to the estate sale. The lady is obviously, she lives around that area, so I don't know if this was hers or what. It doesn't look like it's ever been used, but I didn't know if anybody would even buy it. I did know that the Deneen Pottery Company mugs had a little bit of value, so I priced it high and said, heck, let's see what happens. I got an offer on it, and it sold for $23 plus shipping, and it's actually going to Long Beach, California. I think the person who bought it might just collect mugs, so we'll see. Pretty cool that I didn't give but like 50 cents for that. It was at an estate sale. I didn't really know what it was. I just knew it was a really nice coffee mug. So Bolo alert there, Deneen Pottery coffee mugs. I guess it doesn't even matter what's on them. They must sell pretty good. So anyway, guys, this one's been a little bit longer than I wanted, just for 6 items. But again, I do appreciate everybody. I hope you've been having a good week. And catch you tomorrow with what's sold. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Checking back in. This is Wednesday. It's about 2 p.m. right now. I'm going to share with you guys what is sold since I ended the last video, or the last part of the video, I guess you should say, when I showed you Tuesday's sales. Up until today, and again, like I said, it's like 2 p.m. Not too terrible. Got 5 things going out, 5 orders going out. It's crazy. I was like struggling before I hit record on this. I was like, is it really Wednesday? And man, it dawned on me, like, this time last week we were already down at the 127 and you know, hunting for items. So crazy that it's already been a week since we traveled down to Tennessee. It feels like we just got back, and I don't know, the weeks and the days just fly by anymore. But I hope everybody is having a good week. Hope you guys are having good sales. Hope you're getting all that fun stuff. If you went out to the 127 or other local sales and found good stuff, hope you're getting all that listed. I've gotten 18 things listed this morning so far today. I'll get some more listed this evening. Should break 20. But yeah, doing pretty good. I've done about 40 listings since we got back. So it's Monday, Tuesday, and then today I've gotten about 40 done. And that's not terrible. I'm actually pretty happy with that, considering, you know, a lot of stuff I've been trying to test. I've been cleaning it up, you know, researching, that sort of thing. So that does take time. So where I'm at right now, I'm pretty good with that. Do have an item that sold. I'm going to share this with you guys because, man, I actually called it. I knew that this was going to sell. I knew it was going to sell quick, and I even said it's probably going to sell to the same buyer. There's a repeated buyer. He has now bought at least 3 of these. The last 3 I have listed, I know of. He's bought all 3 of them, and he buys them within hours of them listed. I've priced them all pretty much the same identical price. And I don't know what the buyer is doing with these. I don't know if he runs a shop. I don't know. I don't know. We'll get into it. But anyway, let me show you guys what we got here. Again, little pile, not a ton, but it's also not bad. I am not complaining at all. We'll start it off with this here. I got to put these in the new top loaders. They're in them old 90s yellow top loaders. But 2 Pro Set Brett Favre rookies. Not too bad here. $2 a piece plus shipping. But again, I'll get them in the new top loaders and get them out of them old crusty yellow ones. Next up is some silverware. This is from the Oneida Venetia flatware set that I picked up in an online estate auction. Have been, you know, put them in sets of 4 pieces like this, and I've been selling them that way. I've done very, very well so far on these. I think I paid $14, it was 11 or something, I don't remember, but it wasn't very much on the whole kit and caboodle that I got, and that was with Buyer's Premium. Next up is let's see which one, the 2004. This is just a simple Action 1/24 scale Budweiser Dale Jr. Die cast. People love these. The Budweiser, the plain simple Budweiser ones, sell really, really well. If you see them and they are $5 or less, I would suggest picking them up. Just the plain old Budweiser. Believe it or not, I think the Budweiser, the plain Jane, simple Budweiser cars on these 1/24 scale die casts, for Dale Jr. specifically. I think they're the best sellers, honestly. There's a few, you know, quirky ones, but some of the, like the Oreos and that sort of thing, they just don't do as good. These Budweiser ones, people love them. That one did $29.99 plus shipping. Next up is this right here. This is a Funai, okay, Funai DV220 FX5. It is just a simple DVD player, VCR combo. This one is got the Funai branding on it. Now, I did notice when I was cleaning this up and testing it, I believe this is a sister brand or like sub company of Magnavox, because like I said, I have listed, I think it was a week or two ago, I listed two Magnavoxes. One was a black, one was a gray version. The only difference was one of the connectors on the back side was different, and then obviously the color. Both of those I listed in the same evening, and each one that I listed, within, I would say, less than 2 hours, they both were purchased, and they were both purchased by the same buyer. So when I listed this one, I realized, wait, this looks just like the Magnavox. And so I told my wife, and she's the one that found this at the 127. This was her pick. I told her, I was like, I am almost betting that the same guy that bought the Magnavoxes buys this one. And sure enough, we were sitting down eating dinner last night. Cha-ching, Funai DVD VCR combo. I started laughing. I looked at my sales, repeat buyer, same buyer. So I don't know what the guy or gal or business or whatever it is that's purchasing them. I don't know what they're doing with them. Maybe it's a simple game of they buy a remote, put them back up, and flip them with the remote and get $10 profit or something. I don't know. But anyway, if you come across, I'll show you what the front of these look like. The Magnavox looks identically the same. But if you come across these, you can pop them up. $79.99. I do $19.99 shipping, just in case someone else buys them, you know, whatever. But I do $79.99, $19.99 shipping. It's about $100 with shipping, and they sell within an hour, 2 hours tops. So anyway, good buys there if you can find them. Last up is this one here. This is another die cast. And this is another one that I'll tell you guys, if you see, look out for. Not specifically the Dale Earnhardt, but this is a 2001 Action 124 scale Dale Earnhardt #3 Goodwrench, the No Bowl winner. I think this was his 76th win. The key with this one, you can see right here how it's got like the little swirl marks on it. These are the raced versions. If you come across, and really it probably doesn't even matter which driver it is at that point, if you see any of the Action diecast and they are the raced versions where it has the tire rubs or damage or something like that, those usually do pretty good. Now, I would still suggest looking them up if it's not a common driver, just to be sure. But most of those, they're pretty sought after because of the detail involved in them. They're more limited quantities. So that's something to keep an eye out for if you come across these diecast, is the raced versions. Obviously, this one was a winner, so it also comes with all the little confetti. Make sure that's in the package. It'll come with like 2 little packs of different confetti and stuff that they can pour out for display. But anyway, this one sold $49.99 plus shipping. So 2 more diecast going out. Thing of flatware, 2 Brett Favre rookies, and a DVD VCR combo. That is your Wednesday sales. Hope you guys have a wonderful day yourself. I think I'll go ahead and probably record tomorrow's before I upload the video, so then you'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday sales. And I can show you guys like everything that is sold all in one video. So anyway, until the next one, I will catch you later. What is up, everybody? Checking back in. Today is Thursday, and we're going to do what sold today. And then I'm going to try to piece all of these together and get it uploaded for you. So it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all wrapped into this one video. But before we get into it, hope you guys have had a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Hope sales have been good for you on whatever platform you choose to sell. I want to talk real quick. I uploaded a short to the channel. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm not too good at shorts, but I try to throw one up every now and then. If you are looking at places to order packing supplies, paper, boxes, tape, all that stuff, I have no dog in the fight here. There is no sponsorship, no nothing like that. I usually use Uline. I have for the past 3 or 4 months. I can't remember. I've been making like one order a month and just refilling supplies I need. But I keep wondering why the shipping is so expensive with Uline. So I started shopping around to see if I could find another site to help alleviate some of those costs, whether it be cheaper supplies or cheaper in the shipping department. And I came across a site called The Boxery. They also happen to be, I'm in Virginia. My Uline orders come out of Pennsylvania. Boxery also has a location in Pennsylvania. So I basically created an order that mirrored my Uline order and, you know, calculated the cost for that, seeing where we were at. Now, I will say some of the products, Uline was slightly cheaper. Some of them, Boxery was slightly cheaper. Actually, some of them, they were significantly cheaper. But the key here was the amount of money I saved on shipping. The shipping alone was like $30, almost $40 cheaper with the Boxery. And what was weird with it is the normal shipping expense, like the biggest item I order that normally costs a chunk for shipping, is my craft, the roll of paper, the packing paper. And I actually ordered 3 rolls from the Boxery versus 2 rolls that I normally would order from Uline. And the reason for that was Uline does 1,200 feet and Boxery only offered it in 900 feet. So I just ordered 3 rolls to give me 2,700 versus 1,200 with Uline. So I actually got 300 more, but my shipping overall was about $40 cheaper. So I wound up placing an order through them. It did come out to, I got more packing paper, but there was like 2 sizes of box that I got like 5 less of each one of them. But it came out to like $7.50 difference on what those boxes would have been. And my total order savings, I think, was $50 some or something like that. So I'm going to give them a shot. I will say they've already shipped it out. They've already shipped my order out. I placed an order earlier today. They've already shipped my order out. So they're very quick at processing. So they might be somebody to put on your radar for supply costs if you need them. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into some sales. We do have 8 items going out, or 8 orders. First up, pick up from the 127, already sold. This is Sony Sports AM/FM Walkman. This thing is very, very clean. These Walkmans sell very, very easily. I actually picked this up as well as the little boom box. I don't have it listed yet. I want to get it cleaned up. But I got them both for $5. This Walkman sold for $40 plus shipping. If you ever see these, and they're, especially if they're clean like this one, just grab them. You know, unless there is some significant like corrosion or something like that on the inside, because the battery is down on the inside part of it, so it's a little difficult to clean if there is battery corrosion. But unless there's something like that, these things, I don't know that they die. I mean, they're awesome. If they have the headphones, they're even better. But anyway, actually $250 for this, because I paid $5 for both this and the radio together, into $40 plus shipping. Not bad. Next up, talk about this real quick. This is an Upper Deck Foundations clear cut, Leon Draisaitl, and I believe it's McDavid and Draisaitl there. I can't see it. Let's see. Let me open the card up, and that'll help. Or the listing. Darnell Nurse and Leon Draisaitl. I was gonna say I couldn't remember if McDavid was on this or not. So it's Darnell Nurse and Leon Draisaitl, but it is the Edmonton Oilers Foundations card. The new way eBay is doing the offer where they're immediately doing the payments, that is so awesome. Been about 4 or 5 of them already. Now it'll come up and it'll say, if you accept, buyer, we'll immediately collect payment. So awesome. It's not an instant payment. It takes probably 10-15 minutes, but the payment will come through. And it's just so much better than worrying about whether or not you're going to get payment. So I think this is a huge plus for buyers, or I'm sorry, for sellers on eBay. It's going to give us way more confidence in accepting offers. So big shout out to this finally working. All right. This here was the reason I brought that up. This was an offer, $15 plus shipping on that. So not bad there. Next up, die-cast. You know I love selling these. Dale Earnhardt Jr., number 8 Budweiser. This is the 2001 MLB All-Star Game Seattle edition on that. 124 scale, $29.99 plus shipping. Next we have a little Lilo and Stitch pin. This is Stitch, just a little pin. This did $7.99 plus shipping. Surprising, because we actually have another one where he's holding a pumpkin, and I really thought that one would sell before this one, but this one's already sold, and we still have the pumpkin one. Next up is, you know what these are, OEM Nintendo controllers, 2 of them, $22.99 plus shipping. We had one laying around here for a while that I got in a big bundle of games and stuff I bought. Bought another one at a yard sale like 2 weekends ago for probably like 50 cents compared to what I paid for everything at that yard sale. So $22.99 plus shipping on those. Next up, it's not Kathy time. Shout out to Chris, old school picker. But it is a rubber stamp. This isn't Stampin' Up. It's called Club Stamp. But we have a bunch of Stampin' Up and other ones. Unfortunately, most all the ones we have are these rubber wood block stamps. They do sell. They just take a little bit of time, and it also kind of depends on which ones you have. With school starting up, these may pick up a little bit because it's easy for teachers to use. But we'll see how it goes. This sold for $6.50 plus shipping on this one. We have a ton of them, the block rubber stamps. Next is this is an ABC Monday Night Football Washington Redskins fanny pack. It is actually new. You can see there it's all still taped up. I found this at the Goodwill bin, so it doesn't weigh anything. I probably paid, I don't know, 20 cents for it maybe. But $12.99 plus shipping. And then last up, this was a buy from when our neighborhood had community yard sale. I don't know, a couple months ago. I've actually been very neglective on some of these things that we picked up from that, just because there's been so many other buys and stuff. But this is Halo Mega Blocks construction set. It actually had multiple different sets in here. There was the Scorpion, there was the Warthog. This has a little bike, and then some other miscellaneous stuff in there. Had a couple of the little minifigs. There was actually one hiding that I didn't even know in the Scorpion that we had. But I paid $10 for these. There was a set of Power Ranger Mega Blocks, and there was another set. I can't remember what the other set was, but anyway, paid $10 for all of them. This, I just lotted all of them up because I didn't know if they were fully complete or not. I did put it all in the listing. You know, you're buying them as is. What you see is what you get. And I also said I was going to be disassembling them for shipping purposes. But they sold for $89.99 plus shipping. So not bad there either. If you ever come across, you know, Lego or Mega Bloks, that sort of thing, and they look to be at least nearly complete, a lot of times if they're cheap enough, they're good and, you know, good to pick up because people, you know, they'll save some money on them. You know, like I said, this was $10 for several different sets, and I knew Halo was a you know, popular game and people collected Mega Bloks. I knew the Scorpion was going to be a decent one. And then, of course, the Power Rangers I still have. And I can't remember what the other set was that was all in it. But for $10, I knew I couldn't go wrong. So anyway, yeah, 8 orders going out today. Hasn't been too bad of a week. You know, eBay's still churning out some sales. Hopefully it picks up even more. You know, like I said, school's going, you know, back in session. We're approaching mid-August, so we're going to be getting into the fall season and then obviously the holiday season. So we'll see how things go. But hope you all have had a wonderful week. I'm going to get this all packed up, all wrapped up on the videos, put it all together. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please hit the thumbs up, comment below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys again later.